Big Hurt 916, positivity, motivation. Never settle for average. I know you're not average if you're watching this channel, man. So go pick you up a hat at nsfa.co. And make sure you subscribe to my other YouTube channel. Links in the description. Muscle Up Detail Spray. I talk nothing but cars over there. Nothing else. The love for cars, the passion for cars, driving cars, all that good stuff. So make sure you go subscribe to that channel and pick up a shirt over there too. Muscle up. You know how we do it. You know, I always tell you guys about Hollywood and how, you got to watch yourself. And you've seen it, whether it's, the Disney kid stuff or, the Cosby or R. Kelly or, the Me Too. You've seen all the different things that transpire in that, land of magic where dreams come true, supposedly. And people are, trying to, they're trusted, but they play that trust to a high degree and exploit a lot of situations. And in your career in Hollywood, sometimes people get involved with scenes or skits and things. They don't think nothing of it. They seem, harmless at the time, but it can come back to bite you in the ass. And this is one of those situations where the past has came back to bite them in the ass, man. Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, it's LA Times. Accuser to DA, arrest Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears immediately amid allegations. And this is September 6, 2022. The woman who recently sued Tiffany Haddish and Aries for alleged child sexual abuse submitted a letter Monday to Los Angeles County District Attorney Office calling for the comedian's immediate arrest and prosecution. The unidentified plaintiff's request comes about a week after she filed lawsuit accusing the comics of grooming and molesting her, Jane Doe, and her brother, John Doe, when they were 14 and 7. I'm gonna go back to that. In her letter to LA District Attorney George Gascon, Jane Doe explains that her mother filed a police report regarding Haddish and Spears' alleged crimes in Las Vegas in January 2020. She claims Las Vegas authorities passed the case along to LAPD, which does nothing with the complaint. The letter alleges that the LAPD officer assigned to the case, referred to as Detective Eastbourne, told Jane Doe's mother that there are children being molested present day and their complaint was not priority. This matter, breadth, and complexity require your jurisdictional powers and resources to tackle and end the depravity committed by Haddish and Spears, reads the letter which was provided to the Times. My brother and I are prepared to speak with investigators and prosecutors from your office and provide you with irrefutable evidence that substantiates our allegations. Representatives for Haddish and Spears did not immediately respond Tuesday to the Times request for comment. On Monday, Haddish released a statement that said she deeply regretted her participation in a sketch that was intended to be comedic, but ultimately wasn't funny at all. Jane Doe's lawsuit outlines 2 comedy sketches, one for which Haddish allegedly encouraged a 14-year-old Jane Doe to mimic the motions of fellatio, and another that featured Spears lusting over John Doe while the 7-year-old was in his underwear and Haddish was off screen. I know people have a bunch of questions, Haddish wrote on Instagram. I get it, I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can. In a statement provided Tuesday to the Times, Jane Doe called Haddish's Instagram post a meager attempt to shifting responsibility solely onto Spears. Jane Doe also urged the public to sign a change.org petition supporting the immediate arrest and prosecution of Haddish and Spears. Tiffany did not acknowledge the fact that she intentionally lied to our mother by telling her that my brother would be filming a Nickelodeon sizzle reel, when in fact her real intention was to isolate him and molest him with Aries Spears. Jane Doe continued, "We are not going to stop until we receive justice." In their lawsuit, Jane Doe and John Doe accused Haddish and Spears of negligence, sexual battery, sexual harassment, and sexual abuse of minor. The siblings are seeking an unspecified monetary reward for past, present, and future general damages. Last week, attorneys for Haddish and Spears dismissed Jane Doe's complaint as an attempt shakedown. The plaintiff's mother has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Ms. Haddish for several years. Haddish attorney Andrew Bretler said in a statement to the Times, every attorney who has initially taken on her case, and there were several, ultimately dropped the matter once it became clear that the claims were meritless and Ms. Haddish would not be shaken down. In a separate statement to the Times, Spears' attorney Deborah Opry said her client isn't going to fall for any shakedowns. So, yeah, man, crazy case, but, you know, these, you know, skits are things that people perform, and, you know, the kids are underage. You know, the kids can look back later on and say, hey, man, that was not cool. And when you think about it, there is some stuff that was going down. If you look at like old Playboy magazine stuff and Playboy parties, and not all those girls were underage. And it has to make you wonder now, thinking back, like, damn, what was really going on at the Playboy Mansion? There was a lot of celebrities besides Bill Cosby who were hanging out there, and there were a lot of underage girls. Nobody talks about it though, because there's a lot of big names that were present. And I know from somebody who's been in the scenes of Hollywood and was somewhat of a child actor, one of the things his mom never did was leave him alone with producers or directors or on the set. She was always there. And that's one of the things where, you know, if you have a child and they're acting, you're doing stuff, you better pay close attention to what's going down, because, dude, you know, the grooming is for real, and, you know, the mental effect it can have can be long lasting. Now, like you said, it was supposed to be comedic, but you know, what resulted is now something that could be viewed very different, you know, when you look at the particulars of this. And yeah, man, there's a lot of predators out there, man. A lot of people, man, who you know, use positions of power to get over and take advantage of young kids. I mean, you see it a lot right now in a lot of the schools. And you know, just the name of this sketch alone, man. The name of this sketch was called The Mind of a Pedophile. Dude, what kind of sketch is that? A mind of a pedophile, and you're touching on kids? And now it's surfacing. Why didn't they question this when they were doing it? Somehow Aries and Tiffany Haddish must have pissed off somebody, man. And, you know, it's time to pay the piper. So stay tuned for whatever happens with this, man. But I tell you, man, Hollywood is a dirty place. Watch your kids, man. Protect your kids, you know. And you actors out there, what you do in the past can come back to haunt you if you're not careful, man. Keep it 100. Big Herc 916.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.
Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.